the most amazing part of this journey so far, and what has been the most challenging part of this journey so far?
Well, the most amazing part was when I saw my product is live on Amazon. I wanted to just jump to the
What's going on, everyone? Jay here, and I'm here with Lenka,
Hello.
one of the students at IX, and we just happened to be in Prague, and she hit me up for a coffee, and where we are discussing selling products on Amazon and selling products just in general. So I thought I'll just give a quick interview with Lenka, just because I've known her for about like at least 4 months, I think fair to say,
Yeah.
6 months plus,
Yeah.
since last year. And I've tracked a record in terms of her products, and she's just launched about a month ago, and I thought it would be a great opportunity for us to have a quick interview and get to know her. So, one, first of all, when did you join ImportXperts?
Well, I joined last year about, I think this time, August.
Cool.
August I started challenge. So I've started challenge, I was following the weeks, and when it came to register LTD company, I got stuck for about 1 month deciding shall I be sole trader or LTD company.
Cool.
And yeah, so that was my first
Last
start.
year.
Last year, November, I actually got an LTD company.
Cool. And what were you doing before you got involved in this business?
Before I was pregnant, I had a kids, so I was in the house with my kids, and then I was selling products on marketplace. So I was selling, or we were buying stuff new or used, and we were reselling it on marketplace or eBay with my husband.
So you're already doing this a little bit here and there,
Yeah,
but on a casual level.
yeah.
Casual level.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I was quite enjoying it, like doing photo shoot and taking pictures of the products and understanding the product. So when I saw IX this kind of business, it really catch me because it was really something similar, and I was enjoying it, and I didn't have to do shooting each product separately. So I just have one product and I just put it on different marketplaces, and people will see it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So since last year, since you first started, how long has it been since you first got started until you actually had a product out in the market? How long did it take?
Well, it took me probably 7 months, 6 months, because I was stuck because I went to baby niche and I was restricted. So I had a product in China. I had it in Mark's inventory to check the quality.
Okay.
And when I was going to create a shipping label, Amazon didn't let me because they needed to see that the product is safe to use. So I've been restricted, so I didn't know what to do. I was stressed, and then at the end I just made the decision to send it to my house. So it's been shipped to my house. I did the inspection again. I found some damages, so it wasn't the quality the way it was.
And it was the same product?
Yeah,
Got
same
it.
product.
Got it. So you had challenges in terms of compliance with Amazon.
Yeah, I couldn't send the stock, so I was just
And how long did that set you back?
months, 3 months. Yeah, because I really didn't know what to do and how to do it, because I said Amazon just doesn't want me to sell it. And yeah.
And how long has it been since now you've had a product out in the market? How long has it been?
Well, I've been selling for 1 month, and it just flies now. You can see, you can learn how to do marketing, what people are buying. You can really learn.
Yeah. And in terms of sales, how long did it take for you to make your first sale of that product?
Well, my friend actually recommended my product to their friends.
No
so-
friends, no friends, no one. The real sale.
The real sale, it was I don't know, maybe 4th day.
4 days? That's good.
Yeah.
4 days is good.
But
Having
I
a
was
product.
doing already manual campaign. I had campaign set up.
Got it.
Yeah.
So, started last year. Lots of challenges getting the product actually being accepted by Amazon. After maybe 3, 4, 5 months, you got the product out there.
Yeah.
And now, after 4 days, made her first proper full price sale. Is that right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you are sitting around just over 50 sales at the moment, aren't you?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
What has been the most amazing part of this journey so far, and what has been the most challenging part of this journey so far?
what the most amazing part was when I saw my product is live on Amazon. I wanted to just jump to the roof.
When it was live on Amazon?
Yeah, when it was live.
Not even sell the product yet, but
Because,
live.
yeah, just when it was live, because I was
Cool.
struggling so much to put it in the Amazon because of the restriction. And actually the restriction it went through when I sent just an image of my the packaging box. So when I sent the image of packaging box, they just let me in. They just
I
approved
see.
it.
Got it.
After all the paperwork, like it's safety, so they just needed this image and they let me in. So that was the
Yeah, I've got a question now.
yeah.
Before uploading your products to Amazon, did you think it was going to be as easy as putting it on Amazon and having a live? Is that what you're sort of expecting? And it became way more harder than that.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is a really good point that I want to bring up. Many sellers, even when you have a product, the hardest part is actually getting the product to Amazon, getting to the start line.
Yeah.
That is, the other part is of course selling it, but even getting it to the start line is not for any Tom, Dick and Harry. You need to, there are procedures that you must follow. You can't just put all your products into a box and give Amazon a call and send them. You have to create paperwork, and there's things you have to learn, right?
Yeah.
And the whole process of from the day you started to getting your product to the start line, that was enormous growth, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And in that, what did you learn in terms of just not nitty gritty, but from a professional level? What did you learn in terms of how to get the product to the market? This is going to be a little bit tough, harder question.
Yeah.
What did you learn even before making your first sale? Even before making your first sale, what were the key things that you learned?
Just to keep going, don't stop. Like I was so scared. Like I've got 150 units in the house sitting, and I didn't really at the beginning. I didn't want to show my product because I was scared that someone is gonna steal my product or idea. Yeah. So I didn't want to put it anywhere, but really keep going because I got stuck. I was scared, and I really stopped. And then my husband, he was keep asking me, so when you gonna put it on? And he was keep like, pushing me. So then I said, okay, let's send this one. So I sent the image and
Cool.
just keep going, really keep trying, because even when I was setting up the Amazon account, I had some flags there and I had to like re-upload my passport, driving license. It's really like keep trying, keep sending it. It might not work for first time, but it will work for second or third or who knows how many times, but it will work eventually. Just don't put yourself or don't keep yourself in the stress or in that corner for so long. Keep moving. Yeah.
That's good feedback. Good feedback. Now, in terms of sales, everyone comes into this business thinking, I want to start selling products. I want to perhaps get into six figures and whatever it is. Which is, of course, everyone's goal. My goal was the same. And I first started, mine was like 2,000. I said to myself, if I can make 2,000 a month, I'm good. At that time when I first started, I was 23, 24. And in terms of expectations, what do you think that, where does your business need to be at for you to say, okay, I am now stable-ish to grow on? So we're looking at, let's say for example, you have a product that is selling for under $20. You must have some sort of a profit margin or like a figure in mind. Like I had 2,000. I'm like, if I make 2,000 profit per month, that is enough for me to. What are you aiming for? What are you aiming for to start
I want
with?
to have like 5,500 pounds in profit.
Great.
That's in my mind.
Excellent. That's a great figure to start with, which means you can expect to do around $10,000 in revenue and walk away with about 50% roughly profit. Cool. So now you've sold around 50 units in your first month. That is a good sign. So sooner or later, that 50 is going to hopefully grow to about 100, probably even 200. And Lenka just shared with me earlier that she's not yet making enough profit. And that is, it is part of business, which means you got to learn how to make profit. But the first thing is you got to get the product out there first. Like I know in New Zealand, we had Vodafone and Telecom back then, and 10 years ago, this new telecom provider came in and started giving SIM cards for $2. And everyone was selling for $25 or $35, Vodafone and Telecom. And this new company, 2 Degrees, and back in New Zealand, they started giving $2 SIM cards. So everyone had no excuse but to jump on. So many SIM cards were sold in the first year, and they were operating at a loss. But sooner or later, they took up, and now 2 degrees, everyone's on 2 degrees. You know what I'm talking about if you're from New Zealand. So it goes to show that when your first year in the business, your focus is to learn how to sell, right? Once you've got to learn how to sell, get your product out there, then you can improve the product. Then you can add bells and whistles and great packaging and additions and attachments and all sorts of stuff. But it's a I think she's on a great track in terms of going there. What is the timeline? What is the deadline that you're giving yourself? Because obviously one of the things that works a lot well for people is having a deadline. By this time I want to make at least 300 sales. I want to make 500 sales. And that worked for me. One, because I had an investor who I borrowed money from to launch my product, and I had someone on my back. So that was one pressure. But I also gave myself a pressure that by this time I need to have 300 sales done. And that's partly because when I first started, I'll be open to share it, I didn't bother with reviews. I didn't bother with getting a sample. I just went boom, just because I just wanted to putting pressure in terms of I want the sales by that time. I think having a deadline is really important, and maybe you don't need to do it the way I did it and just go sample and skip everything. But you must have some sort of deadline, I think. What is the deadline you're looking for your £5,000 profit per month from your products?
No, maybe within a year, definitely.
Within a year.
Yeah.
Cool. And here's an important question. How long are you willing to wait for that to happen?
Yeah, well, I always believed in my product, so I know it's gonna happen. I don't know how long it's gonna happen, but I still believe like within a first day when I chosen the product, I knew it's gonna work, and I had a vision that it's gonna work. Like I don't really think about it's not gonna work. Like I know I like to do images, I like to do like marketing. So I'm quite like confident in it. So I still believe like it's gonna work. I just need to work out how to do profit. That's the thing.
Yeah. That's great. That's very great. I think sooner or later, if you keep this momentum up, it will sooner or later snowball into more sales. Yeah. To anyone who's just looking at getting started in this business, who's thinking, okay, I've been hearing about this Amazon thing, this eBay thing. I've also got a daughter and a son, and I'm a stay-at-home mom. Perhaps maybe funds are tight, I don't know, and perhaps there's one earner in the family. Two things. What would you say to them in terms of how did you break through and take action? What made you move forward in this business? Of course, someone's probably watching thinking, I'm a mom, I've got kids, Lenka got started, I probably can get started, but I don't know if I'm going to make the right move. What would you say to those guys?
Yeah, if it's something inside you is telling you like, yeah, this would be good, or if you're planning to travel in the future, or if you just don't want to do like 9 to 5 work, or you just don't enjoy the work what you do, and this is something what inside you is telling you that might be the way you do what you would like to do, then yeah, go for it. Like it's worth it. It's you, at least, even I'm saying it to myself, if would that not work, at least you learn something, you get something, and that's gonna push you somewhere else. So even this product or Amazon would not work for me at the moment, but something else would work for me, and this journey is gonna help me. But I think this is the good journey, especially for this time, to start doing, because now it's like everybody's buying online, so I really think this is the way.
That's great feedback. I was going to ask the next question, which was going to be, what happens if this product fails, right? What happens if you fail? And I think you answered that very well, is that if you fail, you carry on and you start a second one, because not everyone who gets started with their first product is a home run winner.
Yeah.
They learn from the first one. In fact, I give my example of a car. When I first got my driver's license, when you get your first driver's license when you're young, you pick a shit car, like I got like, I remember my first time, and I was okay with crashing it. You know, I was like, if I crash it, I'll lose 5,000, 10,000. You know, from maybe 3,000 that time, $4,000 car, and I had. And it was a manual as well. When I was learning, I'm like, you know what, even more harder. So I was like, if I crash this, all good. My second car, I'm gonna get a Mercedes. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So this is exactly it. You know, so the first time when you're getting started, your first product may not work out, but you learn so much. You know, I remember when I first drove my manual car, I'd stall, my arms were shaking, like my feet were shaking, and then maybe like 2 months later, I was texting, changing gears, eating a burger. I couldn't even think about it, you know. So all became like a part of me, and I think Amazon is the same.
Yeah, I would just add, like, for now, you might be feeling scared or you might not be sure about it, but if you look like 2 years later, when you look back, then you will see, yeah, that was a good decision. It actually gave me so much value. So maybe you won't see it now, but when you look back after a few years, you will see, like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, that really helped me. It will move you somewhere.
Yeah.
It will push you definitely.
That's awesome. Great interview. Thank you, Lenka, for letting us know about your product, your story, and what you've been up to. I wish you all the best with your product in the future, and I know you've made 50 sales already, and I hope those 50 goes to 100 and you get into three figures and eventually 4 figures, per month, and they'll be. I'm pretty sure with that in mind, you'll be able to achieve the goal that you have that you just discussed here.
Yeah.
But thank you again. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. See you later.
Bye.
Bye bye.